Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the first video in a long time. From being super busy to being super sick, I've had it all. But we're back for the first time in almost 2 weeks. But today we come back with a simple video. It is a tier list, and I'm going to be grading / ranking all of the performances by each MLB team so far this season in 2023. Each squad's got about 30 games, 35 games under their belt so far, about between that mark. And we're going to try to go through this as best as I can. Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments. And this is my opinion, so don't get too harsh either. First, we got the New York Yankees, who are yet to live up to their hype. 18-16. They've, just like years past, they've had all the hype around them. They haven't been able to live up to it. But hey, 18-16, right around 500. That's deserving of a B. The Mariners, about the similar story. They felt good like last year, made it to the playoffs. They felt good coming in. They're sitting at 16-17, below 500. Still plenty of time to make that up. Tampa Bay Rays, I think this is a very easy top tier for me, simply because they've just, the hot start they've had, and they just have not let up yet. They're 27-7. Started amazing at home. Started amazing off the season. What, did they win 12 in a row to start the year? Something like that. And easy top tier there. The Blue Jays. Toronto is 20-14, and that's still 7 games back in the American League East, which is packed this year. 2014, the Blue Jays, they're happy where they are. Definitely a playoff caliber team, a team that's very... They can go deep in the playoffs, is what I'm trying to say. Now the Miami Marlins playing my Cubs in this series. This is as of the morning of March 7th, in case you were wondering when I'm rating these. But Miami 16-18, middle tier, right around 500. This is a very easy D here. The St. Louis Cardinals, worst team in the National League. Feels great as a Cubs fan. Cardinals fans, not so much. And one guy, Wilson Contreras, he can't get going. Houston Astros in the AL West, 17-16, former World Series champion. They're expecting better, but hey, right around 500, they'll take a beat. The Braves, they've been a nice surprise to start the season. I mean, I shouldn't say surprise. We were expecting them to be good, but they came out of the gates really hot. They're looking really good. I'm going to put them in the top tier. They're 23-11, playing some good ball. Orioles looking good. I think they belong in A. They had won like 13 of their 15 games or something on a little stretch there. Now they sit at 22-11. And I think for the Orioles, I think they're deserving of a top level tier. They're in the second of the very good East, only 4.5 games back, which sounds like a lot, but behind the Rays, nothing to complain about. And Orioles have not had a lot of stuff to get excited about these last few years. I think this might be the team. Cleveland Guardians, that whole AL Central's a whole mess. Cleveland 15-18. I think they're expecting better, so that's why I'm going to stick them down in C. Colorado Rockies 13-21. You didn't expect them to be much better. Put them at the D. Detroit Tigers, they just came off a sweep of the Cardinals, so they're feeling good. 15-17, only 3 games back in the AL Central, but right near 500, we'll stick them at a B. Kansas City Royals, knew they were going to be bad in a sort of a rebuild. 8-26 for the worst record in the majors. They're tied for the last record in the majors. The Brewers, second in the National League Central, good start to the season. They have lost 6 in a row. As the NL Central teams just can't seem to win lately. Milwaukee's 18-15. I say it's safe to put them at a B for right now. The Angels, how about them? They're looking good. The Halos out of LA, they are 19-15. And I think for the Angels, it's a better start than they were expecting. And that's why I think I'll put them at an A. A's easy. D, have all those issues with trying fans moving to Oakland or moving to Vegas, all that. Philadelphia. World Series last year, maybe a bit of a World Series hangover. They're 15-19, not where they want to be. That's an easy C. The Pirates, good start to the season. They've lost 6 straight. Still nothing to complain about as they're 20-14. even though they lost 6 in a row, I like to put them at A because it's a surprising start for a Pirates team that has done nothing these last few years. Padres, expecting better, want better, can get better, 18 and 16. For what the Padres' goals are, the team that they have, not acceptable. That's why they're B. Rangers, like in the baseball, they're playing first in the West, as the AL West has not been the best of divisions so far this year, as teams that we were expecting to perform haven't performed. They're still 19 and 13. Quality start for the Rangers, just what they're looking for. A tier. Look at these teams in the A. Angels, Pirates, Rangers. Like to see it. Something different. Boston Red Sox, third in that packed AL East division, 21 and 14. Solid start. The offense has been there so far for Boston. San Francisco Giants, you can't say it's the same story, but they have won 4 in a row to get them up to 15 and 17, and because of that, they're in the B. Dodgers, 20 and 14. They've won only 1 in a row, but I mean, they've started to pick up a few win streaks, which they weren't able to get in the first few weeks of the season, and I think 20 and 14 is A quality. Diamondbacks started hot. I wouldn't say they've necessarily cooled down, as they've now won 3 in a row, but they just came out of the gates a whole lot more firing, and they're still up to that point, as they're 19 and 14, and for the Diamondbacks, that's an A. New York Mets, 17 and 17. They just can't quite figure it out yet in New York. And they're in the middle class B. White Sox, I think we got to put them at the D. I mean, they just can't. They can't do anything right, it seems like. When the offense is there, the pitching isn't there, and the pitching isn't there, the offense is. They're 11 and 23, and they are second to last in the AL Central. Minnesota Twins, top of that AL Central, 19 and 15. Not a great record, still top of their division. For that, I'll be nice and put them in A. The Cubs, really great start coming out of the gates, but then they lost a few in a row, including getting swept by the Marlins, then losing 3 of 4 to the Nationals. And I think my Cubs are sitting in the B right now at 17 and 16. Nationals, good series win against the Cubs. 13 and 20. I think they do belong in D. And the Reds, I'll put them in C. 14 and 19. I'll be nice. 6.5 games back in the Central. All right, there you go. That is my grades for each MLB team. About 30, 35 games into the season. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.